How do you react when something bad or unexpected happens? In today's video, I want to teach you some ways to control your response to these types of events. I'm Matt Leidy, and welcome to The Gentleman's Mentor. Let's get started. The unexpected quiz, the email from your boss who just voluntold you that you're delivering a presentation to the executive team tomorrow, the late night phone call with bad news, or the breakup text from your girlfriend. If you haven't yet, you will experience bad or unexpected news in your life that, with a little effort, can send you into a terrible downward spiral. Now, in your life, you really can't control the events that happen, and rarely do you manage the outcome of those events. However, you can control your response to those events and outcomes. Former Ohio State University football coach Urban Meyer speaks about this in his book Above the Line. He references the equation E plus R equals O, or event plus response equals outcome. That equation teaches that while you can't manage the events and you have very little influence over outcomes, you have complete control over your response to those two factors. In actuality, everything in your life revolves around your responses to events. Events can be in the past or they can be in the future. For example, each day, you're faced with the event of getting out of bed and going to work or school, or staying in bed and wasting the day away. You can choose how you're going to respond to that future event, or you can reflect upon your response to that decision yesterday. And your response to that decision can directly affect the outcome of that event in future events. So it got me thinking about events. Could they have a different name? And that's when it hit me. I think you can classify events as opportunities. If you look at an event as an opportunity, it may create a mind shift that can help determine a better response than we might typically get with an event. Both an event and an opportunity are nouns, but in my head, an event feels like a passive thing that happens to you, whereas an opportunity feels like something we can grasp and wrangle into a positive outcome, or at a minimum, a quality learning opportunity. Let's take the pop quiz as an example. As an event, you can say, "This stinks, I am not ready for this." But if you shift your mindset ever so slightly, you can say to yourself, okay, this is an opportunity to find out where I stand on this subject and potentially even surprise yourself. Going into that pop quiz with the mindset of a positive outcome by using the quiz as a measuring stick versus the negative mindset of, well, they dropped this on me, I'm hosed now, may very well alter the outcome of the opportunity. At a bare minimum, you're faced with two potentially positive results, either a good grade on the quiz or a more detailed knowledge on what you need to focus your efforts on moving forward. Your success is dependent on the R part, or the response to the opportunity. It's important to slow down when an opportunity presents itself because they often come out of the blue, frequently at inopportune times. And usually we have a snap judgment in the heat of the moment, which then leads to a questionable response, which in turn sets us up for a poor outcome. So rather than reacting, you need to practice pausing at the onset. Immediately after a pause, reset yourself. Take a deep breath, and if you need to, step outside for some fresh air and a different perspective before reacting. After your mind has had some time to recover, then you can move towards considering the possible responses to the opportunity. In most cases, if it's a negative response, you should consider discarding it, unless making that choice will prevent physical harm for you or someone else. And if you're a person of faith, it's a perfect time to pray. As a Christian, this is the time when I reach out to God in prayer and then shut up and see if any particular direction is pressed on me. I'll also consider what Jesus would have me do and seek specific examples. Many times there are examples in the Bible that I can lean into. But whether you have a faith or not, now is the time to ask for wisdom from people you trust. It may be a family member, a friend, a mentor. But explain the situation, see if they have suggestions of their own, and then offer up your possible response and get a perspective from somebody who isn't directly involved. They will often see parts of the equation that you can't, especially when you're deep in the middle of it. Now, you're getting close to responding. Take a moment and try to visualize the possible outcomes. Now, there's no way to know for sure what's going to happen, but it'll be much easier to handle any subsequent opportunities if you've attempted to predict them. If necessary, after the outcome, repeat the process again. Keep in mind, this doesn't always have to take hours or days. Sometimes you can process all of this in just a matter of minutes. But the more serious the situation, the more time you should allow yourself to formulate a proper response. The goal of this process is to put you in the best possible situation for the best possible outcome to an unexpected event. It'll also help establish you as a man of character who isn't prone to poor and rash decisions. A gentleman will take the time to consider all of his options before setting out on a course of action. In summary, consider looking at the events in life as opportunities. Practice formulating quality responses, and then let me know in the comments if this helps change the outcome of some of your results. And if you're new to my channel and enjoyed this content, well, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell to be notified when the new videos are posted. And it would be awesome if you stopped and left a comment below and introduced yourself as well. I welcome the opportunity to engage one-on-one with you. So friends, thank you and stay positive.